In this video, I'm going to show you how to label and cite an image in the MLA format. So I'm doing a research paper on Vincent van Gogh, and I want to include an image of his painting, The Starry Night. So I'm going to go to Google Images, which is simply images.google.com, and I'm going to search for Starry Night. So you can see from the results that I get a lot of results, and they're not all of the same painting. So just because it comes up on Google Images does not mean that it's the painting that I'm looking for. You always want to confirm that the painting is real through reliable sources like a database or a museum webpage, especially if it's an unknown artwork or an obscure painting. So I'm going to pick this first image, and I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on Visit Page so I can see where this image comes from. So when I look at this website, I see that it is the Museum of Modern Art's website, so I know that this is the real painting. The Museum of Modern Art is definitely a reliable source for art pieces. So now I'm going to copy the image from the website and insert it into my paper. And then I'm going to start the caption right below the image, and I'm going to start it off by putting figure 1, and I'm going to abbreviate that to FIG.1. because this is the first image that I've put into my research paper. So the first element that I'm going to put after figure 1 is the artist's first and last name, which in this case is Vincent van Gogh, followed by a period, followed by the title of the work, and I'm going to make sure and italicize the title always, followed by the date of creation in parentheses, which was 1889, followed by a period, followed by the medium, which is oil on canvas, followed by a period, and then the size of the piece of art, again followed by a period, and then we're going to put where it's located. What institution has this piece of art currently? So right now the Starry Night is in the Museum of Modern Art. And then we're going to put a comma, followed by the city that it's in, followed by a comma, followed by the state, which is New York. And if there is no state, then you could simply put the country. And then followed by a period. And since I have this figure in my research paper, I want to make sure to reference the image within my actual sentence. So I'm going to go up to my sentence and simply insert C figure 1. And that's all I need to do to reference my image. Now I'm going to show you how to cite the image on your Works Cited page. So we're going to go down to our Works Cited page, which is always the last page of our research paper. So our citation is going to start with the author's last name, which is Van Gogh, comma, first name, Vincent, followed by a period, and then the title of the piece, which again is Starry Night. And remember to always italicize the title of the piece. That's going to be followed by a period, followed by the date of creation, which is 1889, followed by a period, followed by the institution where it's located, again the Museum of Modern Art, comma, the city where it's located, which is New York, period. And then the next element that we're going to put into our citation is where we got this on the internet, so the name of the internet site. I got this image from the Museum of Modern Art's webpage, so I'm simply going to write the Museum of Modern Art, and I'm going to make sure to italicize that, and then I'm going to put a period, followed by the medium of publication. So since I found it on an internet site, I'm going to put web, followed by a period, and then the last element that I'm putting in my citation is the date that I accessed this image, starting with the day, then the month, and then the year, and then I'm going to end the citation with a period. And then the last thing I need to do to my citation is to format it. So our citation always needs to be double spaced, and then the second line on always needs to be indented. And that is how you label and cite an image in the MLA style.